if you don't know, now you know. Kendrick Lamar recently dropped a crazy diss toward um, basically Drake and J. Cole in response to first person shooter. But it seems like it could be in response to a lot of things that have been building up over the years. He had a lot to say. Me and Kano gave our takes. We wanted to revisit this because both Steve, who was barking in the chat after when we dropped the video, as well as Martin, have very differing takes on this. And so we wanted to revisit this. As you could tell, Kano's not with us tonight, but make sure you follow him at Kano Music.
All right, so this is DJ Academics going crazy. When you know DJ Academics is yelling and screaming, you know there's something going down. So, and he's a huge Drake fan. He, him. I feel like him and Kano could collaborate on glazing Drake. But but here's what he had to say.
Yeah, he locked in. That's what I want my GOAT to do, though. Yeah, Drake, get out of that club. Listen, them scallywags gonna be here next week. Get out of that club. Go lock back in. Go get 15 scented candles, my nigga. Go get a motherfucking Bible. Go get like one of these, like go get Boy Wonder vinyls. Go get what's that new nigga name? Binks or whatever his name is. Get them niggas, lock them in the embassy, and just cook up bars. That's all we need. This is how I want my GOAT to be. Word? You can imagine Drake holding his phone like he wanted to fucking crush it with his bare hands. He finally took a break. And now you want to diss the fucking GOAT? Why you ain't diss me when I was in album mode? I announced I'm taking a break. You dissing? You rap every 5 years and you come with this bullshit now? Yo, Drake in the club looking like he about to do the Thanos snap, man. Get rid of half the rap game. Fuck it.
So let me get this straight. He's talking about Drake.
So he's saying that Kendrick caught him off the cuff with this verse, and now it's like, oh, that's how you want to move. Well, it's time for war.
Drake was in the club, and they were saying somebody recorded him looking at his phone when he was getting texts about the diss. So, and they was like, he was focusing on his phone, and he was in game mode. And Academics was like, that's how I like my GOAT.
He's like, already writing a verse at the club.
Yeah. Drake could have all the focus he wants in the world. He's still gonna end up in third place in this. That's what this is. He can have all the focus he wants. He can he can have the people around him. He can have people supporting him. All of that. It don't mean nothing. He can have Academics yelling in his corner with a towel swinging in the air like, come on, that's how I like my GOAT. Like as much as he wants. And that sounds mad weird, by the way. But go ahead. You want to scream for him? Go ahead. It does not matter, bro, because you're stepping into a ring with elite legends right now. All right. The real question is not about Drake. Drake's not really in the conversation here. All right. It is Kendrick and Cole. That's the conversation. Drake, you want to make your money? Go make your money. But we're talking about something completely different. All right. Completely different. And here's the thing. It's not that Drake is foreign to this. He's not. He's had his beef. Yeah, he's battle tested. But he's not ready for this. And to be honest with you, from what I've seen so far from Drake on the last couple joints, his pen is getting dusty, bro. It's just not.
He's saying something crazy right now.
I'm sorry, but his yes, and I enjoyed For All the Dogs for what it's worth, somewhat, but he got washed and folded, laundered, dry cleaned on first person shooter.
I think that we're downplaying the fact that Drake has been battle ready, but the only person out of the three that has really shown he has fought three MCs. I forgot this Canadian dude. I forgot his name. Meek Mill and Pusha T. So Drake has had his battles. He's been scarred and he has given scars. So we have to put into consideration that Drake has experience in this. However, that verse, and if anybody says to me that verse was not that good on like that with Kendrick's verse, you're wilding. And I'm gonna tell you why you wilding because I'm gonna tell you why you wilding because
Martin been waiting to tell y'all why you wilding.
There's so many double entendres that is in this joint, and this is the most that he's been obvious about who he's going at. Like he has sent shots, real shots at Cole, maybe mostly Drake, but he's sent real shots at Cole off the bat when he's talking about the double entendre with 40 the producer, also E40 the rapper with the group Click. Like that whole connection, that alone should show you that man is ready. Like he already did, like, and that's him playing around. No one just does double entendres just to do double entendres. The man does it in his sleep, it looks like. You move on, you talk about the first-person shooter, you need 3 switches, right? Now, this is my opinion on the matter of that line. I think about first-person shooter, I think about gaming. When I think about gaming, I think about the systems like PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and you have the Switch. So I feel like he made a whole thing about 3 switches with the whole thing. That's one. Then he made a double entendre off of that. 3 switches meaning the guns. Yeah. We kind of like out here he's basically saying like first person shooter, you better have 3 switches. Like you better have that for me. The coffin line, some are speculating that coffin line was about when Cole said something about how in first person shooter how it's about to be a funeral. Like if you coming at me, it's gonna be a funeral. And he says, "Oh, you talking about that really loosely. Like you talking about coffins coming out your mouth. You better watch out about that." Like he's letting off warning shots, bro. This is a letter to them to say, "Listen, if you ready for this, I'm ready." So I think he's prepared, bro. He is very prepared. And I also know that Kendrick pushes himself lyrically in ways that Drake doesn't. Cole pushes himself lyrically with punchlines, similes, and metaphors, like very, very basic literary concepts. Kendrick uses iambic pentameters, bro. He uses stanzas. He literally makes Shakespeare. But if it's 2 against 1, because that's what it feels like. Because Cole has joined up.
Yeah, it seems like it.
First person shooter, and then he had the other song on his care package.
Yeah, now he's on tour with him.
It's showing love. He's showing love.
Yeah.
So like, are you really about to do a trying to double team him? You trying to flip him? That's crazy, bro. How you trying to flip this man? All right, let's go. How you trying to flip this man? It's all right though.
Kano out here getting at you in the chat, bro. Yo, Kano, get on the live, bro. Get on the live if you're gonna talk all this smack. All right. So, all right, go ahead.
Kano can talk all the smack he wants. He's not on here to talk about it though.
He's not.
That's it. That's it. That's number one. And number 2, he can talk all the smack he want, but he wrong about everything. He want to throw a shot. He throwing shots like that. All right, cool. He can sit there in the comments, massage and glaze the helicopter boy. And we can get it popping. Like that's just what it is. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know what he's trying to. I'm not even looking at what he's saying. I'm not even here for what he got to say.
Now, what would you say between Cole and Kendrick? Who's taking that?
If Drake is ready for a battle, he probably is going to be ready and pen it down. But he's not practicing that. I feel like Cole has been practicing this.
Exactly. Cole's been waiting for this.
Cole has been sharpening the pen for a long time. And I think the real battle is if it ends up becoming a triple threat match as opposed to like 1 versus 2. You know what I'm saying? Can Drake overcome Cole and Kendrick and come out as the victor? Which I doubt that's going to happen. I doubt it. Will Cole come out the victor? I feel like he may just. This competition for hip hop hasn't been like that in a long time. And I
Yeah.
feel like this is exactly what Kendrick wanted since the Control verse.
So, one thing I do want to say is I love that Kendrick did this. I was really excited. I love that he did this because I feel like it's needed. I was low key disappointed, um, because I just wanted to hear something from Kendrick and Cole together. But I feel like if this has to happen, then let it happen because I've been hearing that low key, J. Cole and Kendrick have had some type of back and forth and have been like shooting at each other low key in songs for like the past I don't know how long. Like the line he said in Secret Recipe when he said studio steppers, they said that was a reference to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Then also I think he said a line about steppers in first person shooter.
Hmm.
Um
Hmm.
they said that was another jab. But if you remember, Kendrick also said in the song Count Me Out, he said, Ain't nobody but the mirror looking for the fall off. And
Hmm.
just basically, ain't nobody but you looking for the fall off, Cole. And then Cole said in first person shooter, it's ironic because the fall off is, I forgot what the line was. Um,
I was the fall off, but ain't no fall off in
for
us.
me, yeah. So it just seems like, and then also the line of Secret Recipe, he's talking about um people are fake woke and progressive. I started saying less. Peep how they profit off of racial stress. Like it just, and when I started dissecting and I started listening more and I listened to Rob Markman break it down too, I was like, man, there's something going on. There
There's
is
something in the
something
water.
going on. I think Drake showed us something when he did that bonus 6 tracks and he's just rapping and I think it was all Alchemist beats. And
Mm.
I think he did show us something in that made us like, oh shoot. But I do think Kendrick is super creative and I do think he is on another level, but this is real out the blue for Kendrick to try to come and test Cole's pen at this point in time when he's been killing for a solid almost 3 years. Features his album coming, his rollout for his album has been crazy with his documentary coming and everything. Cole is ready for this, and I feel like he teaming up with Drake, him doing that. If Cole and Kendrick really had something, some underlying issue, I feel like he did that on purpose
Yeah.
to put himself around Drake even more, and it bothered Kendrick, and he knew, okay, this is gonna get Kendrick out his cave to really talk, and this is who I want. I see Drake as walking around like, oh man, I, but I see Cole as, all right, give me my bike. I'm going to the studio. Yo, let's go get this work. Like I'm ready. This is what I've been waiting for. Cole is searching and fiending and waiting and ready for this. And if Kendrick is coming this way, he better have been practicing and getting ready too. Okay, because Cole has been in the lab working, waiting, watching. Bro, he rapped with Drake on first person shooter, and on the whole project, he's talking about, yeah, me and Drake, this and that, but he's also
But I'm
saying,
still
I'm
number
still
one.
number one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he he knows. And even if, and even the recent, I don't know if y'all seen what I sent you, the second volume 2 of his documentary, on that song
I saw
that
that.
he's rapping on the bicycle, he said, who you want me to kill on a
One,
feature
two.
next?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw that.
Bro,
I
these are
saw that.
straight, like, and if Drake don't feel away to this, if these dudes don't feel away to this is not a game, bro. Cole is, and Cole is, he is battle to Secret Recipe. He had more than similes and metaphors. Secret Recipe, killing. And then the Benny the Butcher track, and bro, I could go
He
on for
did.
days. He's I'm shout out to Kendrick for doing this because when I listen back to the verse, I'm like, okay, okay. And I know Kendrick can do more, but I feel like Kendrick nor Cole have been battle tested.
Yeah.
It shows he's capable, but he hasn't been consistent. So can you follow up on this? Cole is not gonna let it be a 2-on-1. Cole knows this rap game and he knows the game and this and that. He knows he's gonna look like a chump and a loser if he teams up with Drake to go back at, hey bro, can we go back at Kendrick? Let's go diss him and end him. No. Cole is like, all right, Drake, you go to your studio and go write what you gotta write. I'm gonna handle business, you handle business. And whenever you release your joint, cool. I'm releasing mine too. Like, Cole is not doing that 2-on-1. He wants 1-on-1, and he's gonna end you. Thanos, 1 by 1.
And you.
Everybody.
And you.
Everybody.
I agree with the concept that, because I don't think it's gonna be a 2 versus 1, and I know that Cole has something to prove, because Cole has been unfairly in the top 3 as the third. Unfairly, I would say, especially since he's been out here ripping dudes apart on tracks. One thing I want to push back on is Kendrick and the concept that, is he battle ready? Is he not battle hardened? Is he not battle ready or whatever? Or has he shown that he's been capable? Every time that Kendrick does come up with something, yes, there was a stint of mad long that he hasn't come out with an album. So maybe that was one piece of it. But from Control to all the way up to what we have right now, he has had times, like there's a song Element that shows that he is battle ready. There is, I feel like there's the third verse on DNA shows that he's battle ready. I think that he has one of my point is he's done a lot of songs that has shown that he is more than ready for anybody to come at his head. So I feel like he's very confident, even in his freestyles, like when he did the cipher joint on the BET Cypher.
I graduated. I'm the master that masturbated on your favorite MC into the industry had wanted me assassinated. And nothing been the same since they dropped Control and tucked the sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes. Ha ha, joke's on you, high five. I'm bulletproof, your shots will never penetrate. Hold up, wait a minute, your career ain't unless you got some Kendrick in it.
And that's the thing, like he's always forever playing around with how he's going to do double entendres, how he's going to do metaphors and similes. What my fear of Kendrick, this is the biggest fear I have for him. A lot of lines are going to go over people's heads. Like he said, he called himself Metatron. Metatron is like some sort of like another word to call an angel, a principality, or something like that. Like what are you talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why did I have to Google that? I shouldn't have to Google, like when it comes down to jabs and punchlines, I shouldn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's just the thing among men. Like, it's just like, who is the best? So I want you at your best just to show you that I can beat you at your best. You know what I'm saying?